My name is Gavin Evans, and today I'm going to go ahead and talk about some recent trailers that have been released. So, I'm going to be talking about a bunch of movies here, beginning with Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness. First of all, I just want to say I love that title, but I've spoken negatively about this movie in the past because I've heard rumors that Patrick Stewart's going to be in the movie, which does seem to be confirmed here. I've heard rumors that Tom Cruise as Iron Man would be in this movie. I've heard rumors that Wolverine will be in this movie. I've just heard stuff about that really brought my excitement down from it because when I heard they were making a whole movie in the MCU, I'm like, that's great. And then they got Sam Raimi, and I'm like, that's great. And then I heard all that other stuff, and I'm like, that sucks. This trailer is everything that I wanted this movie to be. This trailer reassured my faith in this movie. And it might be my favorite MCU trailer ever. Like, this just got me super excited for Doctor Strange 2. I can't wait for this movie now. And it just looks like a Sam Raimi movie. The Sam Raimi who made the Evil Dead trilogy and Drag Me to Hell and the Spider-Man movies, you see that Sam Raimi here. There's so much inventive camera work, whether it's the beginning of the trailer where everything's flipping and then he does that to transition to modern day, or when the camera's like going into Wanda's eye, that's interesting. It actually looks to be a Sam Raimi movie. And that gets me very excited. Like, and it also looks like it's embracing the whole genre. When Doctor Strange is like floating around and his face is like breaking apart like puzzle blocks. Oh, that just looks excellent. Elizabeth Olsen's performance looks really good when she's just like, that doesn't seem fair. Now does it? It sounds really menacing. It looks like it's gonna be this crazy sci-fi fantasy horror movie, and yeah, like, I just got super excited for this movie as soon as this trailer came out. Like, wow, great trailer. Next movie I'll talk about is Jurassic World 3. I've been very negative on this movie. I'm actually like one of 5 people who liked Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I think it has some really fun sequences and some really intense sequences despite the dumb issues with the script. That said though, even though Colin Trevorrow's coming back for this movie, this does look like a fun blockbuster. Is it going to be great? Probably not. But just the fact that we get to see dinosaurs in the real world, like Chris Pratt is getting chased by raptors in the Vatican, like, that's just awesome. Some of the CGI does look a bit iffy, and I'm still a bit on the legacy characters coming back, but at least they look like actual characters in this movie. So yeah, I'm actually expecting to have a fun time with this movie. I'm not going to get my expectations too high for this franchise now, but it's slightly above average. I hope it doesn't bite me in the ass. And then we've got the trailer for Nope, which is one of my most anticipated movies for this year, and that's still the case. The trailer doesn't show a lot, but it's definitely intriguing, and my guess is it's going to be aliens or something like that, and yeah, that's all I have to say on the trailer. I think it looks great. I can't wait to see it. Then we've got Lightyear, which I was against this movie when it was first announced. Like, I'm just like, really? A Buzz Lightyear spin-off? Kind of like that old TV show? But then the trailer started to come out. I'm just like, you know what? This looks like it could be a fun action sci-fi movie that's just taking the name of an IP. So I started to get a bit more optimistic with this movie. And then this next trailer came out, and we see this cat. And as soon as I saw that cat, almost all my anticipation for this movie died. Like, what looks like it could have been a fun, serious sci-fi action movie that just happens to be animated, now looks like it's catering. Like, it looks like Disney just had to throw one of the funny, wacky animal sidekicks into this movie. But as soon as that cat was in the trailer, it just ruined the trailer and the mood for me, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to this movie now. Then we got the Elvis trailer, which I've been on the record saying that I'm very excited for this movie because it's directed by Baz Luhrmann. I don't like musical biopics. They all look and feel the exact same, but I think Baz Luhrmann is someone who could bring a lot of style to this movie to make it stand out, and he still could. But this trailer also killed lots of my excitement for this movie because it does look like a standard, generic musical biopic. It doesn't look like a Baz Luhrmann. Like, if this trailer was loud and in your face like Baz Luhrmann is great at doing, I would be more on board with it, but it looks pretty generic. Then we've got the trailer for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I haven't talked about this movie yet. It just barely missed out on my most anticipated movies of 2022. But I'm super excited for this movie. I just rewatched the first one the other day, and it's still a great movie. It's rad as hell, and that looks to be the case here. And just the fact that they're going to all these different dimensions with different animation styles, I think it's a perfect way to make a sequel to the first movie. Because instead of having these different animation styles come to this world, he's now going to all those different animation styles. So I think, I'm also very curious about the part one. That's got me curious, but yeah, like I'm super pumped for this movie. Then we got Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I didn't really like the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie. That said, it's like the second best video game movie adaptation. And looking at this trailer for the second movie, it seems like the first movie set the foundation necessary for this second movie. Because honestly, I'm super excited for this second movie. Like, it looks like the Sonic video games in the best way possible. Like, when he's going down the mountain getting chased by the Warbot, that looks like it's directly from the video game. When he's fighting the giant egghead machine, that looks straight out of the video game. So, I don't get my expectations too high, but I'm very excited for this movie. When I saw Spider-Man the other day, I got the trailer for Ambulance. It's the next Michael Bay movie with Jake Gyllenhaal, and because it has Jake Gyllenhaal and Lahu Abdul-Mateen, I was looking forward to it, and because I've heard some good things about it, even though it's not out yet, but I saw the trailer, and it looks like a generic action movie. If it gets good reviews, I might give it a try, but yeah, it really doesn't look good. And the last trailer I'll talk about is a trailer for Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, and Chip 'n Dale is the chipmunks animal creatures. It's not another Magic Mike movie. Everyone's praising this trailer, and I think it looks like shit. Like, this looks like the Disney version of Space Jam 2. And as soon as Chip and Dale started talking with John Mulaney and Andy Samberg's voice coming out of them, it doesn't fit at all. Like, every time they spoke or said anything and John Mulaney's voice come out, it doesn't fit the look of it at all. So I think this movie looks just purely atrocious, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be any good. But yeah, those are some trailers that come out recently, and that's my thoughts on them. But what are your thoughts on these trailers? Out of the ones I talked about, which ones got you excited? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned for some more videos soon, and Gavin out.